What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Welcome to my channel, Just Tree 411. And y'all bullied Sneako so badly that he had to fly to Medina as he pretends to be Muslim. I don't care what y'all say. He is grifting. Like, why do you have to take the camera, your live stream, to film yourself or record yourself praying 5-6 times a day? Like, why do you have to sneak it into a mosque to show that you're praying? I don't even know any Christians that do that. I don't know any Christians. I'm sure there probably are, but I don't know any that's popular that bring their camera to church to show that they're clapping and reading the Bible and praying. I don't know anyone who does that. And this is why I know that Sneako is grifting. I know he still smokes. I know he still smokes weed. Okay. I know he still takes drugs. I know he still have sex, but I don't think they care about that in Islam. Okay. Because you can R-word women according to this religion, and it's just fine. So I know that he is not being a real Muslim, and he's just grifting. But apparently things are getting too hot and heavy for him. And I have a video of him really like complaining about like this is the worst he has ever gotten. I thought, how is that possible? I thought the worst that you ever got was when you admitted that you did cuckoldry. I thought when that video came out that you enjoy doing cuck sessions or being cucked by your girlfriend. I thought that was the worst time of your life. But apparently everybody is turning against him, and rightfully so. This is an enemy of our country. He doesn't belong here. And I'm going to show you something from that surprisingly Dom Lecrae has revealed. So let's go ahead and look at that right now, because I was so shocked to see this. Okay. So this is from Dom Lecrae's Twitter. He says, breaking news, footage of Muslim streamer living in the United States, Sneako, has just surfaced revealing that he was in the streets surrounded by liberal protesters advocating for political violence to dismantle white oppression. What? Oh my God. He did this during the 2020 BLM riots. Remember, I told you, like, Sneako's a grifter. I don't believe he's a real Muslim, just like I believe he was grifting on here. Now, some of you are going to probably say, well, he was a liberal. He's changed. No. Sneako is a parasite. He attached himself to any, I guess you could say, host that will feed him at the moment. And then he goes to another host, and then he goes to another host, and he hops around and just sucks the life force, sucks the blood until it no longer suits him. And no matter what he says, he did try to be Tate, okay? And Sneako, stop calling yourself Top G. You're not Top G, no matter how many times you say this. But anyway, let me finish reading this because this is amazing. So he says, Sneako said this, at this point, it's too late to say that we can't be violent. If we're going to steal, if we're going to loot, if we're going to burn stuff, if we're going to commit crimes, it should be political. There should be an objective in mind. This whole system should be shut down. Okay. That's systematic. The systematic white oppression. Did you tell Nick this, Sneako? All right, and I know what you clowns gonna say. Well, he's grown. Dude, come on now. He has grown, what, every month, every 2 months? He hops from one thing to another. So now he's in this video. I can't wait to watch the video where he is a BLM looter, rioter, to the point where now he's talking about the Matrix and calling everybody bots. And then he wants to do this thing that Tate does, you know? The Matrix, the bots. And then you go from being in the red pill to not being in the red pill. Then you go into, he has grift so much, I can't even keep up. Because he did something else before he decided to do the Muslim thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and watch this video because I don't need to quote everything that he's been saying. And of course, by the way, I hate when Dom Lecrae do this stupid thing with his videos where he put a big old Dom Lecrae logo and it floats slowly across. Why do you do that, Dom? Why can't you just put your name and have that slowly float there? Like, the thing is so big, tard.
Hello, man.
At this point, it's just too late to say that we can't be violent and that the protesting has to be completely peaceful. Because even when Kaepernick was kneeling, you were saying, or white people were saying, that it's too far, that this is the incorrect way to protest. I think that this radical protesting, if we're gonna steal, if we're gonna loot, if we're gonna burn stuff, if we're gonna commit crimes, it should be political. There should be an objective in mind. This whole system should be shut down. That systematic white oppression is so strong that it needs to be dismantled from the ground up. Hit them where it hurts.
Oh my God, dude, this clown. As you all know, him and Andrew have been going at each other. And Andrew said, I'm not even going to show Andrew Tate's tweet, but I'll tell it to you. Andrew Tate did a tweet that says, if this tweet get 1,000 retweets or maybe 1,000 likes, he will tell the secret that he's always been saying about Sneako. And Sneako got a hold of this. And by the way, and I want y'all to know that so many people have been going against Sneako for so many reasons. But one of the number one reasons I'm saying this, because I am on the right, is that one of the number one reasons that he is getting a lot of hate is because conservatives, right-wingers like myself, consider him an enemy of our country. We consider him actually a terrorist lover, just like Hassan Piker. So it has nothing to do with him siding with Tate, because we were clowning Tate too. Tate did a shooting video where he's shooting and he was looking so zesty. Woo, child, honey. Let me tell you something. I was thinking, like, what kind of panties is he wearing and walking like that and shooting? It was so comical. So we clown Andrew Tate and Sneako. We're not favoring one over the other. But with that being in mind, Andrew is catching a lot of hell too. For some reason, he's like playing the mind trick, the Jedi mind trick, and like pretending that it's not happening, but it's happening. But Sneako is a little more sensitive because he's a little bit more emotional, and therefore he is recognizing it, and that made him run all the way to Medina. But let me just show you what he says before Tate revealed his it was a nothing burger, to be honest.
I know what he's going to bring up. I already know what the tactic is to be. These people are easy to read. I didn't want to address it on stream. I'm going to address it before it happens. Maybe people will clip it up. What he's going to do, he's going to bring up clips from a podcast from like 5-6 years ago where I was a stand-up comedian at the time, and we were joking, and on streams joking, but like, oh, have you ever thought about being gay? Yeah, it's a joke. The other one they're going to...
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Sneako did try to be a comedian, and he deleted those videos off of his YouTube channel. He was terrible. He was terrible. But that's what I'm saying. Sneako wanted to be famous. He wanted to be everything that everybody wanted to know him and adore. So it hurts his core when so much hate is coming his way. So these guys are narcissists, and these guys thrive on positive attention. Even if it's some negative attention, if most of the attention they get is positive, they're okay with the negative attention. Even if it's 60% positive and 40% negative, they still can see that the majority that they're getting is positive feedback, positive praise, positive love. But he's not getting 60%. I don't even think he's getting 20%. And he's very upset about that. Let me finish letting this video play.
Bring up, there's fake pictures going around where people pretend that there's these, like they say that you did gay porn. Most of those pictures are fake. The other ones, I was 17, and there are leaked photos that I sent to a girl that leaked online.
That's a lie. I know about these pictures, okay? And if you go to his, I don't know if it's, what is there's a streamer version of Wikipedia, but it's not called Wikipedia. It's somethingpedia. Streamopedia, Influencepedia, I'm not sure. Sneako did a shoot for a gay photographer. This is how you see the pictures of him in a corset. I don't have it on this computer, but it's easily seen on the internet. This was a professional photo shoot. So you have him in his corset with some pearl bracelet. I forgot that. He had a pearl bracelet. and he was in some nice male shoes, but they had a heel to it, and some regular slacks. I'm thinking gray. I'm keeping that in there. I'm sorry. Anyway, so he had that, and there's another picture where he's laying by another man's butt. Okay, these are professional pictures, and he's looking at camera. Of course, I can't show that picture. And then the nude pictures where he's standing there and you can see his ding-ding, okay? Those were professional pictures. And the reason why we know they're professional pictures is because the photographer put his watermark all over the picture. But you can still see Sneako's ding-a-ling. You can still see his plain as day. So these were not pictures of him at 17 either. He made that up. These pictures of him at the age of 22. Okay? So he's just saying 17 to scare people into not sharing those photos, because the people are thinking like if they share those photos that they're breaking the law. You're not breaking the law, okay? Because those pictures were done when he was very legal. So that wasn't what was shown. Now he is right. There is a couple of AI pictures. One of them is with Sneako with an afro, and he looking real zesty, like, you know what I'm saying, and putting on lipstick and stuff like that. This is obvious AI. The one where he's kissing another man, that's obviously AI. I think AI is not at a perfection that we can't tell what's real and what's fake. Well, I guess we can't tell what's real and what's fake when it comes to AI with Sneako, but these are not fake pictures. So the whole thing about him being 17, this is a lie. Those of us who were around when those pictures were leaked, you all know the story. There's a lot of people who don't know the story about those nude pictures of Sneako and those other professional pictures that he was taking. And it was not by no brand deal, no Nike or anything like this. This was a gay photographer. And if you look up the photographer, he will come up in Google. You can see his whole portfolio. So this is just a bunch of lies. And I think nobody knows the story behind those pictures, but only a select few of us who were around in 2016. No, wait, not 2006. That's way too far back. 2019, 2020. This was around about that time. Yeah, 2020.
They're fake. And people post that and they've ran with this lie. The pictures that have circulated are not real. The other one,
the pictures of him in the afro doing a kissy face and putting lipstick, those are not real. But the nude pictures, and they're not even showing Sneako nude. They're putting like a smiley face over his groin area, so you can't even see the unedited. I think I have the unedited version on my hard drive somewhere, but it's not a big deal. Trust me, please, ladies. Trust me, it's not worth me even digging out and showing. It's not even a big deal. So it is what it is. But they have taken those nude pictures and put a smiley face down there. But you can still see the photographer's watermark all over the picture. Because I guess the photographer knew these pictures were going to get out. But these were not sent to no woman. These were taken by a gay man.
There's, and of course, I never wanted to talk about this stuff. It's embarrassing, but it got leaked, and then the person got arrested.
That didn't happen. He couldn't even produce such a person.
Wasn't part of like this shoot or this magazine. This was private stuff, and it was posted when I was...
Actually, he's right about the magazine part. Like I said, it was a gay photographer. The one where he's styling in a corset, the one where he's in other pictures with other men, especially if he's like posing by this guy's butt, bare butt, by the way. Did I tell y'all that part? Yeah, the guy's butt is bare. That's why I can't show that particular picture on the screen. So those are not fake. Okay, those are real, and they were taken by a real photographer, and they were put in a real magazine.
When I was 17, and that's circulated around. I already know what he's going to do, and then he's going to also show modeling pictures because I used to model high fashion for Burberry and Nike.
That's not true. Burberry and Nike, you lying your ass off.
That's what he's going to do. I guarantee you. And so he's going to bring this up and then try, oh, he's gay, but he's not going to talk about what my platform is used for this anti-war position for not wanting to get my country to go and die for Israel.
Okay, we don't consider you an American citizen. We consider you an infiltrator. And this whole thing about not dying for you don't care, Sneako. You don't care.
While he lives in Romania. Talk, oh, Dubai, they're clout chasers. But this is what they have. It's character assassination. I already know what it's going to be. Guarantee you. But also, what he might even do is go further and talk about people in my personal life.
Okay. Sneako is being disingenuous because, okay, I can't leak it, but it's on the internet if you want to see it. They doxed his mom. I thought that was wrong. I did not support that. Now, who are they? I have no idea. But I do know that when I looked at Andrew Tate's reply about, hey, I'm going to, if I get 1,000, because Andrew Tate got me blocked, and rightfully so, because he's a coward. But Andrew Tate said if I get 1,000 retweets, then I'll tell you everything about Sneako and how blah, 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 the secrets. When you're looking at particular thread, you'll see Sneako's mom. Sneako's mother is Asian. I forgot what type of Asian, if you know, Taiwanese, Thailand, Japanese, I don't know. But she's clearly Asian. And she's talking about a certain type of modality that is used for trauma people, and people exploited that. They doxed her name, they doxed where she worked, or they doxed the boards that she was over. They did a bad dox, and that's what he's talking about. So he already saw that, and I do believe Sneako was successful in taking a few down, but it's up there, and people are basically, once they see that it's being taken down for copyright claims, other people start uploading them up, because that's how hated Sneako is on the internet. Like Sneako catching a lot of hate right now, and rightfully so. Good on him. I'm so glad.
Which is completely crossed the line. And it's time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I've went to back and forth with Moist Criticals because I was defending people that I thought were my friends. Tate, I probably got banned, and my reputation changed forever because of the Manosphere Association, the Red Pill Association, because I was defending him so much.
So if that's your fault, Sneako, take that L. That's your L. And yes, the reason why you was going after Moist Critical is because Charlie did a video on Pugsy saying that he slept with 2,000 women. And we know that was a lie. He was talking about buy his course so he can teach you how to sleep with 2,000 women too. And so you sat there knowing that Pugsy was lying his ass off, and you go over there and you challenge Moist Critical. You just been a bad person ever since. So, forget you, dude. Glad this is happening.
Look at what he's doing now. None of that was reciprocated.
And nobody told you to also, model after Andrew Tate, the pimp, the human trafficker. I can go on and on and on. But Andrew Tate is already getting his comeuppance. Okay, so ever since he got his ass beat by Chase, the guy with the pink boxer gloves. Nobody is checking for Andrew Tate anymore. Trust me.
It's to my face. Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York. Then the club thing happens. It goes and tries to throw me under the bus to ruin my character, to try to ruin my career. No, and I see people in the chat. You don't stoop to their level. That's what they want to bring you down. They want to demoralize you so that you don't keep speaking the truth. You got tech teams in Israel. I'm going to stick on this. I'm not going to get into these petty battles. I don't advocate for any doxing. I don't want anybody to stoop to that level.
What can you dox? Everything that deals with Andrew Tate has been doxed. Okay, you can't. And when people's family members already been doxed, you can't dox them again. It's already been done. This is the first time your mom's been doxed, and I hate that happened to her. I don't care about you, Sneako. But I hate that happened to her. She should have stayed out. She should have stayed out of this fight with you and Andrew Tate. But he don't play fair, and neither do you. So you rolled around the mud with a pig, played with fire with the devil, and now you complaining because you dirty and burning? Please, dude.
And go there. Don't do that. We're better than that. This is love speech.
Love speech.
This platform is used for something greater. I'm trying to get to the truth. And it's Ramadan. You're not supposed to spike your cortisol. This is a very holy time. Ramadan Kareem. Someone like Andrew Tate, he calls himself Muslim. He's going to talk about me, and he's going to try to assassinate my character more than he's ever said a word about Ramadan.
You act like Muslims don't go against each other. Shut up.
Talk about immigrants slaughtering your daughter. Hasn't said one word about the holy month, the most important time for Muslims. And especially right now when there's literally a war on Muslims. People in our government are saying Muslims don't even belong in our
country. They don't. Get out. Get out. I want them out. I don't want y'all here. I hate you guys. I don't want you here. You don't belong here. I want y'all to know that whoever said that they don't belong in this country, please let them know that I feel the same way. I do not like these people. And take Sneako with you.
Country. Congressman. And this is nothing new. I have nothing to hide. I never committed a crime. So they want to go there, man, then they're going to go there.
Who said anything about committing a crime? Listen, Sneako, so let me tell you everything they reveal, because Twitter is acting stupid, so I can't get all these receipts, because it took me a while to even get this video, because for some reason it's lagging really bad on Twitter. Sneako has told 2 stories of his gay experience. He told a story where he was in a gay club and he flirted with a gay man to get a cigarette. He wanted a cigarette that bad that he flirted with a gay man. So that's a story that's on Twitter, and it might be on YouTube as well. The second story is when he said that, come on, chat, having you all thought sexual desires or sexual having sexual relations or doing a sexual act with a guy that you found attractive. That's gay. That's gay. That's Myron Gaines gay, okay? All right. So that video clip was basically going viral on Twitter. And then also, I do believe he took a gay test. Yeah, they have the online gay test. This is when Sneako was living in his pink room somewhere in New York. Y'all remember that? A pink room. His pink room. His walls were painted pink. Very, very pink. Not gay at all. And he took an online test to see if he was gay, and he passed to being certifiably gay. So there's a lot of stuff that he has done and said that is gay. So why would anybody be off if they said that you are gay? Now, I believe Andrew Tate is zesty too. I do believe he's either bisexual or gay, because, honey, like, nobody can hate women the way he does and not like love men. And the way he been walking and jumping rope, honey, you can't tell me he ain't had something up his bussy. Oh no, is it Bussy? I think it's Bussy. Anyway, let me show you this video right here, because, okay, I'm not going to play this video because it's been played to death. You all know about this video where Tate goes in to act like a gossip queen saying, yes, he loved me. He always wanted to be me. He was always into me. He wanted to take over for me. He calls himself Top G, blah, blah, blah. It's a nothing burger. It's a nothing. Like, Tate doesn't reveal anything that makes you want to clutch your pearls and go, oh, no, what, really? We don't care. And of course, you got Sneako responding to that. But this part right here, I'm sorry, it put a big smile on my face, because everything is closing in on Sneako. So Sneako had to run away to his hug box, which is his little Muslim hug box, his Muslim safe space, so that he can be around other people that are just agree with his stupid talking points, okay? That Islam is perfect and Muhammad was good and he never did anything vile and very PDF-file-y to Aisha and stuff like that. So this is what Sneako says. I'm also going to play the video. So, Dom, you see how Daily Sneako got his watermark just floating right here? You see how it's not obstructing the video? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Like Like, what's wrong with you? I'm not going to feature another video like yours again. It's just, you just mess up the entire video with your watermark. Anyway, so Sneako says, there's been so much evil eye on me. Ooh, not the evil eye. The most hate I have ever received is right now. I don't know if I believe this. Wait, hold on. Okay, maybe he's right, because maybe the whole cuck thing wasn't about hate. It was about clowning him. It was about making fun of him. So he probably is right, not hate. So I take that back. If I said that he was getting a lot of hate during the cuckoldry thing, him being a cuckold, then I take that back. He was being clowned and mocked and ridiculed, okay, and shamed. But he is getting hate right now because he's part of a religion that has actually bust into a bar, and a Muslim bust into a bar in Texas and start shooting up patrons. You got somebody who rammed a car into a synagogue, and thank God he was taken out before he could do any damage. All right. And then you had a Muslim go into this. All this happened in the last 2 or 3 days where someone went in a Michigan school and went in there to kill children. So it's like, you have your people. These are not Christians doing this. These are your people are now deciding to be awake from being asleep, what they call sleeper cells. And now they want to take revenge on the country that they hate. And, they shouldn't have been here in any way. That's another story. But yeah, you need to be down there because we don't like you advocating for our enemy. When I say our enemy, the enemy of America, the enemy of my country. So then he continued to say, I'll read that part again. The most hate I ever received is right now from every single angle. People are genuinely trying to destroy my life. I need to gain peace in the last days of Ramadan. I don't believe this clown was actually practicing Ramadan, but it's not hard to do fasting during the day and eat at night. So, whatever. All right, here we go.
There's been so much evil eye on me. If you've been watching my streams, you've been watching this content, especially like now, I've been doing this for a long time. The most amount of that I've ever seen in my life on me is right now. From every single angle, be it like people clowning and stuff, but now it's legitimately like people are trying to destroy my life. So I really did need, well, it's Ramadan, it's peaceful time. Time to get right, There's been.
Won't you stay down there, Sneako? Since it's such an Islamic safe haven, it's beautiful for you down there, why don't you stay there? Okay, I don't understand why you all come to secular or Christian countries and try to Islamify them. I don't understand that. Well, I do, because I understand the goal of Islam. But the thing about it is, if you're more happy down there, stay down there. I'm happy you getting hate. But if it makes you feel better, Andrew Tate's getting hate too. He is. He's getting a lot of hate. It's just that he's not crying about it like you. But anyway, bad things happen to bad people, and I'm glad your turn is here. So let me know what you think by leaving a comment below this video. Don't forget to give me a like, and if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, taters!